Yesterday's Dolphins game was enough to make you need a cigarette afterwards because it was going really badly. And then it was starting to go good. But then discipline was bad because they were fighting everybody. So then it felt like half the game we were spending on the referees in a huddle. The referees were like, okay, what did you see over there? All right, he threw a haymaker. 11, you take 11. 11's out of the game. Hey, Charlie, you didn't even throw a flag there. You sure you want to throw Xavier Howard after the game? Yeah, he has to be thrown out of the game. Like that was. Let's go to Gene Steratore. You know they went to Gene Steratore like 100 times during this game. Gene,
he might as well. They should have just brought him in the booth because he was commenting on every play.
Yeah, Gene, what do you got here, Gene? Whatever they say. He's like Steve Javy. Whatever they say. You got to go with the refs. I'm like, all right, enough. But yesterday, it was almost like 3 different games. So this fisticuffs go down. They keep taking cheap shots at the little guy. Jakeem Grant. Well, I don't know if you know this, Leroy, but Devontae Parker has a cartoon, and he's Unc with his little nephew. The nephew is based on Jakeem Grant, like the character. So that's his little nephew. And so he took out Jakeem Grant, and just Devontae Parker. They go the overhead shot. He's swinging. He's like Nate Robinson going at people. Take it, but I think one of the people he took out was a trainer, unfortunately. But then Flores, they go to him, and he's heated. He is upset, Leroy. And so here's Brian Flores after the game talking about him sticking up for his players. He was none too pleased.
Yeah, I mean, we got to do a better job of keeping our poise. That starts with me. I've got to do a better job of keeping my poise. But look, I'm going to stick up for my players. They're going to stick up for each other. Without getting penalties, without hurting the team. But we got to do a better job of keeping our poise. As a team. Look, these are like my kids. So the first time, second time I got a little upset about it, but still I got to do a better job. I have to. I can't do anything to hurt the team. My emotions got the best of me there.
Flo was going to go down there. He was ready to throw some bows, Leroy, at Zach Taylor. You're going to keep hitting my little Jakeem Grant? I'll kill you.
It was, I've never seen anything like it. Like, you could go 2 months in the football season and not see a receiver get hit like that.
Yep.
I mean, a punt returner. Twice in one game by the same guy? I think that was his way of saying, I don't want to play gunner.
He's trying to get out. He was self-sabotaging.
Yeah, of course. But
Brian Flores earning a lot of points yesterday, Leroy. A lot of cool points in the locker room.
I don't think, but the thing about him is, and this is what I like about him. From day one, he's been consistent with how he's going to handle his players and how he's going to do things with his guys. So if you've been paying attention, that reaction is not a shock.
No. But to see
to say he earned points, he earned points. He earned all the points that he needed last year when he turned that thing around and got these guys believing that, hey man, he knows what he's doing.
I don't disagree with you, but it never hurts when you get the star in Mario Brothers. Like, you're winning, but it's good to rack up the points. And that was everybody's swooning over that. They're like, oh, this guy, he goes to battle. And he does.
Somebody said Coach Flo is Mando and Grant was Baby Yoda. Well, no, he wasn't Baby Yoda because all he had to do was push the button and close his little bubble. By the way, let's get this out. So I start watching
Mandalorian?
Yeah.
You're in?
I'm in. I got one more episode and I'm caught up.
I haven't watched the latest one.
Baby Yoda. Look, if you going to keep getting Mando in trouble, you better start using some powers, dude, because I'm getting about tired of this. Eating the damn eggs.
Spoiler alert. Go ahead, Robbie.
No, I said now that we've all caught up for the most part, we can all say that I feel like the Mandalorian. Now that the Baby Yoda is so popular and cute, I feel like they cranked up the cuteness of this season because of popular demand.
Well, now they have him doing mischievous stuff. and
do.
see it. Oh, look, he just
Oh,
goes.
look at Baby Yoda.
Here's the thing, though. I like it. That's my favorite part.
Of course.
I want to just pinch his little cheeks
Of course. That's
when
you know.
he goes to eat the spider eggs, and it looks like something out of 1984.
Yeah, he's dancing like he's all happy because he's happy time because he's eating. And then when a thousand spiders comes out, he just goes in this little egg. Sorry,
My bad. My bust. My bust. And then Rosario Dawson showed up the latest episode, and
I don't think Leroy's there yet.
I know that should be second. Are you? Was that the one you were at the last one?
with what?
I thought.
Second. Well, there wasn't a new one on Friday.
Oh, you know what? I haven't checked to see if there's a new one. I thought that was the last episode.
Oh
No.
what? That was the last episode of the season.
No,
No, so far that's been released.
Oh, I thought because I didn't watch this weekend. I thought there was a new one that always comes out on Friday. You know
Oh,
what?
if that's
I'll
the
stop
case, then we
talking
might be
about
on
it.
yeah.
I'll stop talking about it.
Break.
I don't want to oversell it. But Brian Flores, let's go back to this. So this guy just keeps giving you the goosies, Leroy. So they keep asking him in the post press conference about the fight, right? And what he was doing to the fight. They're like, oh, you know that's going to earn you the respect, right? And Flores, this is how you know he's the man, right? Because he then gets mad at them asking about the fight because he wants to put the shine on the players. And that's a player's coach. Let's hear a little bit from Coach Flo.
And unfortunately, this is one of the things that I don't like is that our team went out there, played a good game against a tough opponent, won the game, played well in all three phases. Really played well in the second half. Defensively we played well. Offensively we moved the ball a lot better. A lot of things from the game that are good that should be highlighted, but unfortunately we're talking about my situation, and that's what I don't like. These guys work extremely hard, so a lot of credit should go to them. I don't want the spotlight on me. It should be on the guys that are on the field, the players. Devontae, playing well. We should be, he played well for us. He made plays for us. So did Mike G. So did Myles Gaskin. I thought the O-line played, a lot, played well, with the three young guys in there. I thought defensively we made a lot of plays, but unfortunately we're not talking about that. We're talking about, this situation. And I got to be better because, the spotlight shouldn't be on me. It should be on them. They work hard. They're the ones that are out there putting their, blood, sweat, and tears into the preparation, into the walkthroughs, into the practices, and hopefully we spend some time talking about the things that they did well in the game, and not that situation.
Oh, this guy's.
Take two more, Travis.
Leroy, this guy's winning all the points. This guy's like he's just. Oh, listen, we're not going to sit here and talk about how awesome I am. All right, why don't we talk about awesome things Devontae did? The awesome thing about this guy's just earning up the points, Leroy. That's how you win the press conference, my friend. That's how you do that. That's how you do that if you're Coach Flo.
I was trying to figure out how did they determine that those two guys, with all the haymakers being thrown,
Yeah.
how did they determine that those guys were the ones ejected?
I think they all come in there as officials. I think that's what they're discussing. Like, I saw 11, I saw 86. I think that's how they do it.
Because it was a lot of guys.
Yeah, it was a long conference for a little bit. I mean, Javante Parker was easy to point out if they could go to video and check it out because he was throwing haymakers.
Right.
Now,
But he was also the first one to get hit.
He now, according to Ian Rappaport, they this is what he says: the participants of this melee is a bit strong. I would call it a brouhaha. Including those ejected, will be reviewed for possible fines, not suspensions. So,
All right.
nobody's getting suspended for the Chiefs game, which is good news.
Well, that's not. It wasn't. I mean, it was just a scuffle.
Yeah,
Right?
it wasn't. That's what I'm saying.
And the only reason why they got kicked out is because it was getting a little more serious each situation.
Right.
So you had to do something to kind of, to kind of calm this thing down a little bit.
Now, my biggest disappointment, though, from this game is our guy, Christian Wilkins. His fat guy touchdown was taken away. Oh,
Yeah.
It broke my heart. It broke my heart because he was like, you knew when he scored that touchdown.
Scuba score.
He's like, what do I do? What do I do? He's trying to think of his celebration. And he goes for the big boy dunk. Big slam
Which,
on
are
the
you
post.
amazed how high he got?
Yes.
I told you.
Yes.
Big guys, man. Don't be fooled because they're big. There are athletic big guys.
I feel like I should be the ultimate ruler of tuck rule, though, because that was not a tuck. That was not a tuck. That was a fumble. Tua's clear tuck. All right? I knew that immediately in real time.
Well, it went too far.
By the way.
Like, when it goes that far forward.
Yeah. Tuck is something you should not be ruling via slow-mo. You need to know real time. Slow-mo can trick you. You know, they go to the slow-mo and it looks a lot worse than it is. But if you're watching it in actual time, you're like, not even close. But Christian Wilkins, here he was after the game, not pleased they took away his touchdown.
Man, they some haters. That's all I got to say. I don't know who I got to talk to, but I'm a little upset. I done did every dance in the book, every celebration. I was tired, all of that. And it didn't even count. Marty even took a fine, but hey, it was worth it. I had a little fun out there. Too bad it just didn't count. But it is what it is. I'm glad we got the win. Sorry, what was your second question? I'm still just hot about the no touchdown, so I apologize.
Also, he showed off his lucky undies yesterday, Leroy. Christian Wilkins wears lucky Power Ranger underwear.
That's some big ass underwear.
Yeah, he was showing them on the Zoom call.
Huh?
He was showing him on the
what
Zoom
now?
call. He was showing him on the Zoom call.
It goes back to his days at Clemson, like him and Cleveland Farrell and the other Dexter Lawrence. They were the Power Rangers on the defensive line.
Well, he's let me tell you something. He's definitely helped with the whole stop and the run thing. That's gotten a lot better since he's returned from the Rona. I mean, because they were gashing the team like crazy, and then having Christian Wilkins back was a huge deal.
Yeah, I mean, he is. He's one of those guys, and this is, guys like Ndamukong Suh. Aaron Donald is the outlier. John Randall was an outlier. Is that usually the guys that played that position are more about disruption and less about actually making plays. And when he's in there against the run game, he is quick, he's big, he clogs up the middle, and it allows guys to make plays, but he also makes plays, which puts him in, rarefied air there because a lot of those guys are just disruptive.
He was great yesterday. I mean, the defense they really, I mean, they were chewing up the Bengals in the second half,
especially after the scuffle.
I felt bad for Brandon Allen. My God, they were teeing off on his ass. It was
They knocked
rough.
him out, and Finley had to come in, and it was the same thing.
Yep, it was bad. It was everybody was getting on his Shaq Lawson, Kyle Van Noy, Seiler.
Shaq Lawson had himself a day.
He did.
He lived in that backfield. He had a chair and some popcorn and some snacks, and he was watching a movie.
Can I get you some?
I could
juice,
see why
Mr.
Joe
Lawson?
Burrow happened to him.
after watching that performance on the line.
Yeah, I could see why Joe Burrow got it the way he did.
Yeah, it was. It sucked. I mean, it would have definitely been cool if we would have gotten that. Getting to see Joe Burrow in action, but
But you got the big showdown on Sunday.
Let me tell you something, man. This is as big a Dolphins game as I don't know how long. I mean, you're taking on the champs. You're still in a playoff race. You got the MVP rolling into town. Your defense is licking their chops. This is a real showing of respect that they get to have. Mm-hmm. And of course, you got Jim calling the game. And we're finally going to get to show them what we got, Leroy, because this isn't like the last Romo game. Romo's like, Fitzpatrick's playing today. He gets to actually be like, yeah, Tua. He's excited about that. He's probably going to be run. He's going to be doing some extra homework.
It's game 6 for Tua.
Yep. It's a big
you want him to play 200 games. So
I would like him to play 200 games like over his career.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
But I'm saying this is only game 6. So
I know, but
the one thing I'll say is this. One of the things that you learn as a quarterback is you have to be able to assess the situation on the field on the fly. Like risk assessment. Some quarterbacks always risk it, right? Fitzpatrick fits there. But some guys kind of understand the situation and understand, hey, I'm not going to just chuck this and have my receiver take a play. It's early in the game. I'm just going to throw it away. I think Tua is somewhere in between where, he doesn't really take a lot of chances, but he's getting to the point where he's starting to be able to assess the risk in the situation and then know that, hey, I got to make a play here.
Even still, coming up Sunday.
You can't do. It's not. No.
He's
Why
taking
are
on
you
the
doing this?
fastest gun in the AFC, Leroy.
Why are you doing this?
What? Little duel, little cute.
But when two teams are totally different in how they do things, to compare one guy to another guy is sometimes you're being unfair to Tua.
I don't think I am being unfair to Tua.
What? Comparing him in his 6th game against the MVP?
Who's comparing? They're playing each other.
You
know what they're doing, Leroy? They're settling it on the field.
The old
Really?
QB corral.
Tua and Mahomes don't play at the same time, right?
They play. Trust me. You know what this is, Leroy? Calendar game. Circled. But Brian Flores, he was about that action. He was heated up. Guy's the best. Who doesn't love this guy? Goes out there. These are like my kids. Everything he says is a win. The guy goes out there and he just owns the press conference. He's so fired up on the sidelines. He's got passion. He's fixed the defense. He don't miss, Leroy. Right now, Coach Flo, he don't miss. He's that guy right now.
Yeah.
His approval rating is through the roof. Oh, they beat the Chiefs next week, Leroy. If they amoeba Mahomes' ass. Woo! You better. We're gonna have a masked up. Meal at Old Prime 112.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Meatballs on the house for Coach Flo. Larry Zonka.
My goodness.
This guy has become my favorite follow on Twitter during games, Leroy. He is the best.
He's just random. He's just a random tweeter too.
Yes. He's
just random. What does Zonk have to say?
He goes.
I don't know. He's fishing. Then all of a sudden,
he goes.
All I see is teeth marks in the ass.
Yep.
Or bite marks in the. I'm like, huh.
He goes. Coaching detail cost us. Details make the difference. # fins up. I think that was after the punt that got taken, the punt touchdown that got taken away.
Yeah, because
I love that play.
I will say this. When you practice this during the week, the coaches are irate about one thing. You guys make sure you report. So the fact that 2 rookies went into the game and didn't report, I'm like, yep, they're rookies. That's rule number 1. Because you hear the official.
Number 70 is reporting as an eligible position.
You hear it over the loudspeaker. They announce it to everybody.
Robert Hunt had himself in a stance too. He was like,
"Ooh-wee." And the wide receiver stance. He was looking off.
Then Zonka goes, refs are killing me. All right. Well, that's Zonk for you. Then he goes, then after the Xavier Howard back and forth, stupid. Now we've lost a good player. Penalties, foolish mistakes, makes me crazy. # fins up.
# fins up, always.
Then he goes, offense playing better with Flores teeth marks all over their ass. # sin versus MIA. # fins up. This guy's the best. Then Zonka tweets, Jakeem Grant reminds me of Mercury Morris. Speed and moves are impressive. At the dream is here. # CIN versus MIA. # fins up. Who doesn't love this guy? He knows how to use Twitter. He's right there with them.
Except here's the problem. When Zonk tweets, sometimes you don't know what part of the game he's watching.
Oh no.
Right? Because He's talking about that because we're like a quarter way past that.
Oh yeah. Maybe he's on Alaska time. Maybe he forgot to unpause his DVR. You don't quite know.
Right.
Then on the Jakeem Grant reception, looked like a clean hit to me. He didn't lead with his head. Looked legal. Might have arrived early. And then right after seeing the replay, nope, definitely arrived early. And then he closes out with this. Party's over. Hashtag CIN versus MIA. Hashtag fins up. And congrats to the Dolphins on the win. Still alive in the playoffs, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Tough winning teams ahead. Hashtag CIN versus MIA. Hashtag fins up. Go follow Larry Zonka for your in-game experience.
Here's his latest thing is he's figured out how to use the hashtag.
Yep.
Because he hashtags it up, doesn't
Well,
he?
I think because he likes when you put hashtag fins up, I think that he likes that the little Dolphins logo pops up. Makes him happy.
I do that with the Browns.
This, by the way, do you want his do you want his Twitter bio? It's at Larry_Zonka 39. That's how you follow him. And his Twitter bio is the official page of Larry Zonka, 1972 Miami Dolphins, Pro Football Hall of Fame 1987, sports humor / motivational speaker.
Now, I like Zonk. He's old school, and I
Yup.
love it. Old school running backs. Him and Riggins from, they were old school as it get.
Yep.
But I'm not going for Zonk for the funnies. Sorry. I'm
Hilarious.
sorry.
Motivational speaker. I'm gonna go all for him.
Wait, could you imagine as a motivational speaker? Fuck it up, Sally!
Jeez in the ass. All right. Speaking of, go ahead, Robbie.